Hi there and welcome back to Pianoly. Today is a very exciting day because we are going to get into the spirit and learn Jingle Bells. This song is perfect for beginners and I'm very excited that it's going to be taught through a lead sheet. And if you have no idea what a lead sheet is, I'm also going to tell you what that is. It is how I teach my beginner students how to learn the piano. It's a really great way to learn how to play your favorite songs. And if you'd like to get more videos on how to go from zero to playing your favorite songs in months, not years, I highly recommend hitting the bell and the subscribe button because I post new videos every week. And if you are someone who is interested in learning more about my process for how I teach my students with lead sheets, I highly recommend watching my free training. In this training, I show you the exact steps that I take my students through that helps them go from zero to playing their favorite songs fast. The link is in the description below. All right, before I teach you how to play Jingle Bells, I'm going to very quickly show you what a lead sheet even is. A lead sheet is a wonderful sheet of music that shows you the right hand melody. So this is what your right hand plays. And then it also shows you the chords. Now with a lead sheet, you're going to play the chords with your left hand. And this is typically how jazz and pop pianists play the piano. They usually don't read the left hand or the bass clef. So this is how we're going to learn Jingle Bells today. This is how I recommend learning really any new song. Learn the right hand melody first, then learn the left hand chords, then in small chunks, put your hands together. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to work on the first part of it with the right hand melody. So I'm going to put my thumb on middle C and have my fingers ready. We're going to start with finger 3 on E. Let's go. Then we're going to play finger 4 on F. And that kind of repeats. All right, once you've got the right hand, then let's check out the left hand chords. So I'm just gonna browse my music a little bit and I see that I'm playing C major. Then I'm gonna play F major, back to C major, then to G major, back to C major, a lot of C, F, G. But I'm gonna make it easier and use a chord inversion for some of them. If you have no idea what chord inversions are, then watch this video. So to make it a bit easier, I'm gonna use a chord inversion. So I'm gonna stick with root position for the C major chord. Then for my F major chord, what I'm basically gonna do is I'm gonna play the notes of F major, but I'm going to play them in a different order. That's what an inversion is. So I'm going to put C, F, A. That way, when I'm playing C major to F major, it's a lot easier than going like this, okay? So I'm going to go C major to F major, back to C major. Now I'm going to use G major, and I'm going to invert it again like this. And then I'm going to go back to C major. So that way when I'm playing Jingle Bells, I don't even have to move my left hand that much because I did chord inversions. All right, so now that I've reviewed my chords in my left hand, we're gonna play hands together in this small chunk of Jingle Bells. Ready? All right, so now I've put both of my hands together into that small chunk. So we're ready to go to the next small chunk of the song. So now I'm gonna go back to just my right hand melody for the next chunk. All right, so I've gone over my right hand and now I'm looking over and it looks like my left hand plays the same chords, which is really nice. So I'm going to use the same chord inversions as before. So now I'm going to put both of my hands together using my chord inversions here. Since some of my notes here kind of clash, I'm actually going to move my right hand up an octave, and that's just like my own creative choice. and also so my hands don't kind of clash together. So I think it could sound really nice that my Jingle Bells melody is lower and then this other second part is an octave higher. So that's what I'm going to do. That's my own personal choice here. All right? All right, so now I've learned both of my little chunks. So then what you could do is you could practice through the whole song. So I'm gonna play it for you, but this time I'm gonna add the sustain pedal and I'm gonna try to make it more musical, basically. And then of course, if you wanted to, you could go back to and finish the song that way. So the very last step is playing the whole song and adding the sustain pedal and making it sound more musical with slowing down a little bit or adding dynamics. Once you've learned all the basics, that's when you start making it more musical at the end. So I hope you enjoyed this very beginner-friendly version of Jingle Bells with a lead sheet. And if you'd like more information on how my students learn the piano through lead sheets, I highly recommend watching my free training. In this training, it shows you the exact steps that I take my students through that helps them learn the piano fast. And before you go, be sure to hit the bell and the subscribe button because I post new videos every week. And I will see you next time. And Merry Christmas.